guys.
What's up, guys?
Hiya.
Let's just,
Oh man, we're not very close together. Let's do that.
we gotta get the cameras right.
We gotta situate ourselves.
Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful it is out today.
It's
The sun is
awesome,
out.
guys. It feels like spring,
It does, and we're gonna get like
and we're gonna get pounded tomorrow with
I
snow.
know, like huge snow day.
It's not even cool. It's like
I know.
it just teases us, and then we get dumped on.
I know, but we can't complain. The winter's been pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's been a good winter. Remember the
know.
one 2 years ago when you were like, "We
Oh my
need a
gosh.
sun lamp or we're gonna die."
I know. We've made it.
We did.
We did.
2 years
we've
in a
made
row
it.
now.
So yeah. All right, guys. We're just gonna give it another minute or so just to get some more people. You can hear screaming babies in the background because that's how we roll.
Yes.
Yep, that's just what happens. So, today we're going to be talking about, is your company just one of those things? And you guys know what we're talking about. Yeah. Do you hear that a lot?
I hear that a lot. Yeah, I do. I think it's a common misconception. There's a lot of common misconception around what we've chosen as a profession. And so there's a lot of debunking that comes with what we do every day.
You keep going.
So there's a lot of debunking that we have to do. Someone is very unhappy, but we're gonna keep going because that's what working from home is all about, guys. So it's pretty cool. So first I want to address the reason, because it was a very intentional reason that our company, Isogenics, chose the model of network marketing as opposed to a traditional business model. And the reason for that being that the company really truly realized, the founders, the co-founders of this company realized that finances are as big a contributor to a person's overall well-being as weight loss and energy are. And if your finances are not in a good place, then the being just can't be well. Right?
Oh my gosh, I've experienced it. Yeah,
I was at a point in my life when I had all of the other components of health, but the finances were out of alignment, and that caused massive internal stress and really undermined everything else I did have going on from a health standpoint.
Oh my gosh, it makes you feel sick.
Yeah. Yep. It does. It's like a knot in your stomach that just never goes away. Maybe you can personally relate to that, or maybe you know someone in your life who could relate to that. But it is a super common epidemic in our society these days, guys, right?
Yeah.
So, and the other thing is that Isogenics wanted to be able to ensure that everyone can afford their own health. Okay, so
Wow, that's healthcare.
that is healthcare in its simplest form,
Wow.
absolutely. So they could have just been another brand on a shelf in a retail space, but guess what? Then if finances were an issue and you couldn't afford those products, you were out of luck. You can't get them. In this business model, however, you can share this with a few people and have your own products paid for, and then guess what? You've just shared the love because now more people get to experience the health benefits. So it's really a win-win. And there's no advertising budget with Isogenics. It's all word of mouth advertising. So instead of paying for that retail space and paying for advertisements on television, they've simply decided to pay us instead for our word of mouth advertisement because they realized it's the most effective form of advertising. Do you trust a friend more than you trust something you see on television? I know I do. And they get to help people with their finances.
Yeah, that's pretty a big deal because when you were talking about budgets for advertising, think about this. You're either going to pay for the advertisements you see on TV for, like, say, Pepsi. If you buy Pepsi, you're supporting their advertising budget, or you can choose to buy products through network marketing models, and you can help your friends and family live a better life. So I know that I'm helping Haley pay for her kids' sporting activities, and she's doing the same for me. But when I give money to Pepsi, it's so they can put something on TV. So just kind of wrap your head around that, because that's kind of big. That's a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. And another thing I love about our company specifically is that we are not a publicly traded company. Now, guys, that is huge, because what that means is the associates, that's me, that's Jen, that's all of our friends who are in this company as well, we're the first priority. Shareholders are not the first priority, because guess what? When you have shareholders, your first priority is them, because without them, the company doesn't survive. And so Isagenix has vowed never to go public. And that is an amazing thing for the longevity of this company and for our personal financial futures here. So that's a huge difference. And not all network marketing companies are created equal, guys. So if you're deciding to dig in and do this the way we have, do your research, because there are all different types of companies out there, some with higher integrity than others. For us, this is home. We know we can trust this company, the people who are at the helm. We know they have our best interest at heart. We know they have your best interest in heart from a health standpoint. From every standpoint, so it's very important to do the research.
Yeah, sometimes people say, well, why do I have to pay more for your products? Is it because everyone gets paid? Is that why we have to pay, more for the products? And actually, the answer is no. You're paying more for the products because the products are just quality. I mean, you're going to get what you paid for. If you go to a big box store and you buy a nutrition shake, quote unquote nutrition shake, then what's going to happen is the quality is going to be low most of the time, because you're paying a bargain price. So you're basically just spending less money, but it's actually wasted money, because you're not even getting what it says you're getting. But if you get a really good product, then you can know for sure that your body's getting what it needs. So it's kind of like the whole vitamin thing. Like if you buy like a vitamin from Walmart, most of the time those vitamins are just going to be peed out. But if you get a good quality vitamin, your body's going to actually be able to absorb all the nutrition. So is it worth it for you to spend the extra money? Hell yeah, because otherwise, the other way, you're totally wasting your money, because you're not getting anything from it.
Absolutely. I think it's only like 20% absorption rate from drugstore, Walmart vitamins, versus ours are like 90 plus.
It's insane.
So it is.
And even, going back to the shakes and stuff, like the shakes, if you buy them at a big box store, maybe you pay $20 for like a big tub, but your body's only absorbing like a minuscule amount of the decomposed protein that's in there. With ours, the way that our protein is actually formulated, it's formulated at a low heat, so the amount of nutrition you're absorbing in your body is like 80%. So again, it's quality, so it's what you're paying for.
Yep, you're getting absolute highest quality. And we're not saying that because we're with the company. We're with the company because that's true.
Yeah. And there's science behind it, you guys.
Yeah, there is. We have real scientists and doctors working on our formulations all the time. There have been scientific studies done that Isagenix has commissioned. I mean, you do not see other companies out there paying for the type of research to be done into their products, because guess what? When they pay for the research to have something done, those results are out there, whether they're good results or bad results. So that's a massive risk for a company to take, because they can't retract that. Once it's out there, if the results aren't as good as they had hoped, oh well, then they're exposed. But what keeps happening with Isagenix is the more testing is done on our products and their effectiveness, the better they turn out, the better they look.
So is it one of those things?
Right, is it one of those things?
I don't think so.
So is it just another one of those MLM shake things? I love that. I used to cringe, and now I look forward to that question, because I just love debunking it. Of course, it's not just one of those MLM shake things. What does that even mean? What does that mean, right? Because it's kind of like saying, oh, is that just another one of those Italian restaurant things? It sounds kind of silly, right? Like you could be at an Olive Garden, or you could be at like a Delmonico's Steakhouse.
Big difference.
Huge difference. So it sounds just as silly to say that about a shake company as it does about an Italian restaurant. They are all so different. You cannot put them all in the same pot. And so you've really got to do your research into what exactly it is that you're getting for the money. And the more you research this company, the better it is.
Yeah, I know. And the studies just keep coming out, which is wild.
Oh, it's incredible.
So, a lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot of times, but sometimes people will say, oh my gosh, is this one of those pyramid schemes? Well, first of all, I wouldn't align myself with a pyramid scheme. They're illegal. So, no, it's not. And
it's actually when money is exchanged and no product is exchanged. That is the definition, the legal definition of a pyramid scheme. So clearly that doesn't happen here. Network marketing is a legitimate business model, and guys, it's the business model of the 21st century. It's powerful.
Says Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yep, absolutely.
So here, I want you guys to think about this. Think about corporate America. And corporate America is the actual pyramid of all time. It's the greatest pyramid of all time. Mm-hmm. You have the CEO at the top, and then you have management and supervisors and employees. And as the tiers go down, they get more and more unhappy. Mm-hmm. And what's the chances of a bottom level employee like a secretary actually being the CEO of the company?
Like slim to none.
Yeah.
Right? That would be extremely unlikely to happen.
I mean,
right?
I'm sure it's possible, but it's very unlikely to happen. But
and there's only one CEO of the company. I mean, only one person can hold that position at one time versus your own network marketing business where we are the CEO
of our company. We are at the top, you guys. We don't start on the bottom. We start at the top. And corporate America is just generally accepted as status quo. We go to school, we graduate, we make 40,000 or so for 40 years, and then you retire, kind of, sometimes, maybe never.
Yeah.
It's not looking very positive in that respect. And that's just because that's all we've known. This is different. But just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad or it's wrong.
It's like when you start really looking deeper at any of the conventional theories that we hold about things in society. If you really start looking at them more closely, it's like, well, why do we believe that's the only way? Why do we believe that's the better way? Because it's usually because it's just what's generally accepted. It's what we're taught from day one as children in elementary school. Really, we are taught to go to school to become employees. Mm-hmm. We go to school from a young age. We sit at a desk. We listen to, the teacher. And not that I don't have deep appreciation for our educational system, because I do. I got so much from my school experience all the way up through college, and I'm so glad to live in a town where we've got a great school system and everything. But when you look closely at it, most of our ideals in society are just a predetermined sort of baseline set for us by what is commonly accepted.
Yeah, and this has been for a long time just been seen as one of those things. Well, you know what? I got to tell you, one of those things, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. It's way better than working for someone else.
So there's a great story, okay, and it's of a man who started working for a company, and they told him that if he was able to double the production in the company, that they would double his salary. He thought, okay, that's great. This sounds like a good deal. I can do that. So he held up his end of the bargain, and he doubled the production for the company. And then guess what happened? He got fired. He got fired because as a result of that doubled production, they all of a sudden needed a bigger facility. And with the higher overhead, he was told that they could no longer afford his services. Okay, so that is the that's what you're subject to in the corporate world, guys. You are not in control of your own financial future. You can hold up your end of the bargain. You can be loyal to a company, and in the end, they might not be loyal to you. So what this is really an opportunity to build a financial fortress around your family, around yourself, that no one can tear down. It's yours.
And something else super cool is that when we pass, we can pass down our business center to our children.
I love that.
They get to.
This is a legacy company, which means whatever you have built, you will to your children. And because this is residual income, you build it one time and you continue to get paid on it forever. And so that means that your children may just have this as ongoing passive income for them in adulthood as they're raising their own children and sending your grandchildren, their own children to college. This is a legacy company. They do it all for us. Our best interest is at the heart of everything Isogenics does. It's beautiful.
Gosh, when I just heard you say that, like I always knew this, but like to hear it again, it's like, wow. Like you don't ever hear that. No. Can you imagine someone in corporate America? Can you imagine someone in corporate America and someone passes and then their salary, their children just keep getting their salary?
I mean, come on.
That doesn't happen, guys.
I mean, and you hear a lot, well, that just sounds too good to be true. Well, you know what? We are a culture of skeptics and cynics because a lot of things are too good to be true. But what I've found within our culture is that the more I learn, the better it gets, and they have always held up their end of the bargain. Mm-hmm. We've been in business for 15 years, and we've never been a single cent in debt. Wow. They have paid every single commission on time for the past 15 years.
That's amazing. That's exciting. Yeah. Do you know what else excites me?
What?
That out of all the women in the world who earn 6 figures or more, 80% of those women earn it in network marketing.
Yeah, that is an awesome statistic.
We found the perfect profession.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm so glad that we had an open mind when it came to this, because now everything is possible. We get to set our own ceiling.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing is there is no ceiling anymore.
No.
We can grow as big as we want to.
It's fun.
We don't have someone telling us this is what we're worth anymore.
I know.
It's really awesome. So a common holdup in the beginning is like, oh, I can't make money off of my friends. That would be weird. But what I've found with this is that it's just not like that at all.
No.
We all pay the same price for our products. We all get the same products. We share word of mouth, something that has worked for us, something that's blessed our lives and our families' lives and our bodies. And when you see a great movie or when you buy a great pair of shoes, do you tell your friends about it? Of course you do.
Absolutely.
So why would you not share this with your friends?
It's the same thing.
When you're getting great results. Oh, because they're going to send me a check. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, imagine taking money from someone.
Oh my goodness.
But think about this too. One of my friends, her and her husband own an Italian restaurant. Of course I'm going to promote it. I want to see her and her husband succeed, right? So that's what we're doing here, guys. We're promoting a great product, and if you're going to pay money for it, whether you buy it from someone in network marketing or from a store, and yeah, it's an exchange of money. It's awesome.
Exactly. We're doing great work in the world. We're doing important work in the world. Guys, we have an obesity epidemic on our hands. Stress rates are through the roof. People can't afford their mortgages. People are getting divorced because they don't have enough money to live and live happily. People's energy is just shot because of all of the demands on us nowadays. We are doing such important work helping people get their health back in order. Mm-hmm. And we get compensated for it because it's our job.
It's our career choice.
This is what we get paid for because this is what we choose to do for a living.
Don't you want to get paid?
Right. When you go to work, do you expect to get paid? Of course you do. Of course you do.
If you own a
There's
restaurant,
nothing different about this.
Or if you're a waitress and you're upselling someone because you want to earn more tips, they're making a living. This is what we're doing, and proud of it.
Yep.
So let me see what else we got here.
Yeah, what have we got here?
So working for yourself is not a skill set that we've developed for many people because, as Haley was saying before, we have been in school, which teaches us how to get a job in most cases. So it's a lot of hard work. And a lot of it is personal development work, because we have to learn things that we didn't learn in school, or maybe even unlearn some things, I'm finding. But hands down, it's still better than working for someone else, because when you're working for someone else, you're helping them build their dream. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I want to help people, but how about my dreams? You know, when I work for someone else, I'm making them a lot of money. I'm making okay money, but if I work for myself, I get to build my own dreams for me and my family.
And you know what the sad thing is? It's at age 7 is when most people start to lose sight of their dreams. Wow. Isn't that just sad?
That is so sad.
Most people have just forgotten how to dream, guys. What are your dreams? Get back in touch with them. This is an opportunity that can give you everything.
Your dreams. A vision board. Create a vision board. I remember the first time I created a vision board, I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't have all those things. And now, because I've done so much work on myself, personal development, like, yes, absolutely.
Who are you not to have those things? Not to have all the desires of your heart.
Yeah, they're all mine.
Yeah.
And yours.
Yes.
And anyone else that.
And guys, this is the lowest risk business that anyone can start. So you're not working for someone else's dreams. You're not. This is better. This is better than blue collar work. It's better than traditional business, working in a corporation. This is better than being an investor and assuming all of that risk, guys. There's a lot of risk that has to go into that. Mm-hmm. This is a legitimate, no limit business where you are the CEO. You determine how much you make. You determine how much you are worth, and the investment is like very minimal, and it's the cost of your products. Like, you get to eat it. You get to eat your overhead every month. There's no brick and mortar, overhead that you're paying for. You're not paying employees. You're not paying insurance. You're not paying all of these things that a traditional business has to.
No, and your potential is multi-million-dollar income.
Yep.
For a couple $100 investment.
Mm-hmm. So it's not perfect, guys, but it is better.
It is better.
It is better.
I think
it is the better way.
Why.
Yes. So it's different, It's challenging because it's different, because it's breaking out of those old constructs, those old mindsets that we were taught. It's a set of skills, but those skills are very, very learnable, and there are only like 7 of them.
Yeah. And
it's going to cause you to face your fears, which can be scary for people. It can be scary. That's why a lot of people will put up the guard and say, oh, network marketing doesn't work, because maybe they started it and talked to a couple of people, and those people said no, and they got hit by the rejection rocket, and it took them out of the game. And instead of working on the areas that needed to be worked on within themselves so that they could grow and get better in this profession, they shut down and said, oh, I tried that, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the doctor who goes to school for 8 years.
Okay, so a doctor will invest hundreds of thousands of dollars for his education, and we need doctors, and we're so grateful for them, so thank you if you're a doctor watching. But let's just be real. I mean, you graduate and you are a couple $100,000, if not more, in debt. But you invest 8 years of your life to learning a skill and a skill set. And network marketing, it's a skill set you have to learn. So you have to be patient with it, and you have to be willing to put the work in if you want to be extremely successful. So a lot of people just overlook that. They think, oh my gosh, this is just one of those get rich quick things. Mm-hmm. It's so not that. Like, there's definitely a lot of work to be had. But with this, like, you can earn while you learn.
You get to earn while you learn,
and you don't accrue the debt you would if you went to college.
Yep, absolutely. And it's not get rich quick. But it can be get rich. It really can be. But it's not overnight. But nothing great ever happens overnight, guys. You've got to make a decision. You've got to make a commitment. You've got to be okay with the fact that you're going to hit some bumps in the road and be committed. Yeah, and be committed to seeing those times through.
Mm-hmm. How about in the beginning, you're going to work really hard, and you're going to do a lot of things, and you might not get paid what your employee mindset says that you think you should be paid. during that time of your build, but then things shift. And you're going to get paid for a lot of things that you don't do.
So it's moving away from a coin-operated mentality, guys. Okay, so think of it like this: you put a coin into a vending machine and you expect to get something out. And that's the way we're conditioned in society. Do an hour of work, get an hour of pay. Do an hour of work, get an hour of pay. And the beginning of this profession, a lot of times you're putting in hour, get paid. You know, put in another 10 hours, get paid a little bit. And it can, and that, for someone who's not warned that that is normal in the beginning of this, it can take them out of the game, because it's like, well, that's ridiculous. Why would I do all this work for that amount of pay? But what starts happening is pretty soon you're putting in less time and getting out a little bit more pay.
Yeah.
And then in the end, you're still engaging in helping people and everything, but you're doing a lot less work than you were in the beginning, and you're just getting paid. Mm-hmm. It's a totally different and brilliant business model.
It is. And it's not for everyone.
Nope.
But anyone can do it.
Mm-hmm. It can be for anyone.
Yeah. So if you guys are watching and you have any questions, post them in the comments. We'd love to address any questions that you might have that we have not addressed with you guys. A lot of people say, is the company you're with, is it MLM? And actually, no, it's network marketing, and it's different. Because in traditional MLM businesses, you're only paid for a certain amount of levels of people that have enrolled after you. In this business model of network marketing, you're paid up and down, side to side, behind and front, all over the place.
Yeah. And you're paid on the volume of people who you may not even know, just because they're in your organization somewhere. So people enrolling people. You could have an international business in 15 countries. You've never met 90% of the people in your organization, but you get paid on everything that they order, as long as you personally keep yourself active to an unlimited depth. There's no cutoff. And you get paid, if someone's 100 levels deep from you, you accrue the exact same percentage of volume as if they're personally enrolled directly under you.
That's pretty amazing. And the other thing is that, Haley enrolled after me, but she can actually out-earn me.
Yeah. So
it doesn't matter, you're making a lot of money because you're at the top. No, actually, she can earn more money than me. Mm-hmm. So, we literally kind of get paid in a sphere with all different directions, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Network marketing, the money's great, but we're not here just for the money. We're here because of the rewards that we get from helping people to change their lives physically and financially. We're here because it's fun. I actually love what I do. I almost can't stop working because it's so fun.
Mm-hmm. There have been nights that I can't sleep, guys, because I'm so excited. I'm so jazzed because I just heard from one of my cleansers who lost 20 pounds. And she's like, you gave me my life back. I can play with my kids again. I can go to the playground and push my kids on the swing. I can run around the house chasing them again. I couldn't do that, a couple of months ago.
Do you most people don't get those kinds of returns on a regular job. So this is just
right. Does your boss, your supervisor come into your office and tell you something like that? No, we wake up to those texts every day. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We've gotten texts from people saying, you literally saved our life. Mm-hmm. My family is going to be healthier for generations because you introduced this to me. That's incredible, guys.
It is. And you can work with your sleeping child on you.
Yeah, this is actually how we work. So, yeah. What can you really say about that?
I know. Seriously. and here's the thing. You can dabble in this business and make a little extra money. You can work kind of hard and maybe pay a mortgage. Or you can work your tushy off and you can retire your spouse. Mm-hmm.
It can really be anything that you want it to be.
Yeah.
And it's just about finding the right company and getting to work. It's a better way. It really, truly is, guys. But you've got to be in the right place at the right time and being the right person at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
For us, we are becoming the right person every single day, more and more. It's the right time because 2017 is on fire, and this is the business model of the 21st century, bar none. And we're in the right place because nothing can beat the culture of Isagenix. You can't know that, you can't understand that until you immerse yourself in it.
Mm-hmm. If anyone ever invites you to an event for Isagenix, whether it's at someone's house or it's a Super Saturday at like a restaurant or something, do yourself a favor and go with an open mind.
Keep an open mind, guys. It can change your life.
Because you don't know what you don't know. So I think that's a wrap.
I think it's a wrap too.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Any questions, just post them in the comments and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, please do. We love questions.
Yeah. Hi, Lorena.
See you guys again soon. Hi, Mom. Thank you. Glad you're watching.
Hi,
hey,
Becky,
Sharon.
Martha, Sharon.
And Dana and Kate.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.